Well, good morning, everyone, and it's time again for Ball Cap Bible Study. You see, today I'm rocking the little polo horse, so we're having a good time. I'm in my office today. You can see this is where I get to hang out every day. Sometimes 8 days a week, like the Beatles said, but it's just an honor and a privilege to get to do this. Sometimes, I pinch myself. I really get to do this. Wow. So just a couple of quick announcements. Had a great revival, still rejoicing in that, still basking in God's glow and glory on that. He does amazing things. Just wow. If you were part of it, you saw, you worked, you served. It was my blessing there was watching our people mobilized and working together and just team quail getting after it. That's what I really enjoy, seeing people serve the Lord, with gladness. One little note, I went back and watched the last Ball Cap Bible study, and I was not happy with my presentation. I do want it to be natural and organic and conversational, but it was pretty weak. So I apologize. You deserve better than that, and you're going to get better than that from now on. So I will come with something that's easier to listen to and not quite as garbled and broken up. So just a couple of quick announcements, and then we'll get into today's devotional. We have an incredible bus trip coming up. The seats are going fairly quickly. The bus is already half full, and we have about 25 seats left. So if you want to go, it's only $125. It's a one-day trip. We will load the bus about 7 a.m. and hopefully get home by 9 p.m. We're going to run down to Fort Worth. We're going to see Lottie Moon's house at Southwestern Seminary. They went over to China and brought everything back, her personal things. We'll have somebody there tell us a little bit more about her, some of the details, but you'll see the actual place where she wrote her letters and messages and things, and all her personal items. And you'll see how primitively she lived. So anyway, the actual baskets that she carried, supplies and food and things in. So we'll do that. Then we'll go to lunch somewhere really neat they have planned for us. Then we will, since this is the 60th year of the JFK assassination, we will go over to Dallas to the School Book Depository, and on the 6th floor they have Smithsonian Quality Museum, and it's pretty neat place. It's one of the places that if we have company in from out of state, we'll actually drive down there to do that. There's a couple of places in Dallas we enjoy, and that's one of them. So we'll do that. And then on the way home, we're stopping at Buc-ee's. We'll have a good time there. So all for $125. And that's nowadays, that's not expensive at all. So we've been working with Keith Butler over at Recreation Tours, and that has been a treat as well. So Dana Williamson will be our hostess. Many of you know her. So that's that. Also coming up, the Easter season, Palm Sunday, Easter, and then after Easter at Quail Springs Baptist Church will be the Evangelism Conference, which is now called the Advance Conference. Churches from all over Oklahoma will be coming. So if you want to help there, you can come volunteer and help, wear a little name tag and help people up and down the halls and with directions and that kind of thing. So with that, let's get into the devotional. I pray that you're going to church. If you're not one of the Quail folks, this goes out to many people. But I pray you're going to be in church on Easter and Palm Sunday. Our music minister, James Bradford, calls some folks CEOs, Christmas and Easter only. That's when they show up at church. But, if that's a start, that's better than no church at all. I'll take it. So hopefully our churches will be busting at the seams all over Oklahoma this Easter. So pray for that. Any time that folks can get in front of God's word, it's a good thing. So don't be upset with people that just come on Christmas and Easter. It's a start sometimes. All right. So back to Sermon on the Mount. Today we're in a pretty interesting one. Sermon on the Mount. By the way, many of you know Billy Huey. He developed the Rainbow Study Bible, and he gave me this one, so I'm thankful for that. But I want to say a couple things about Sermon on the Mount. Jesus is speaking with authority, and that's what Matthew is trying to get across in his entire gospel. He's speaking with authority, and he's also flipping the script in Sermon on the Mount. He is, talking about a new paradigm, that this old traditional religious thing that you guys do is not what God designed. It's not what he intended. It's about relationship, not religion. It's not, this autocrat. The only person in charge is God, and the rest of the time it's supposed to be like family. So as we look at Sermon on the Mount, some people see it as passive and, love your enemies and, don't let them. No, the Sermon on the Mount is about strength. It's about strength. It takes a lot of strength and a lot of character to live out those Beatitudes. It takes strength to let people see you be vulnerable. It takes strength to be transparent. Anybody can be fake, but it takes strength to let your yes be yes and your no be no, and draw that line in the sand. Today, we're going to see a real position of strength. And it's not ugly strength. It's that blessed are the meek, the great power under control, that kind of strength. So strength, it just takes a lot of strength to love your enemy. Like Jesus said, anybody can love those that love him. We're not even in that section yet. So I wanted to read this section in this Bible. It's titled Go the Second Mile, but that's just a little part of it. Listen to this. This is the eye and the tooth section. You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I tell you, don't resist an evildoer. Now think about that. Don't resist. I mean, you think, I need to be strong and resist. No, you need to be strong and not resist. But this is a stand your ground section. When you see the rest of this, you'll understand. Don't resist an evildoer. On the contrary, if anyone slaps you on your right cheek, turn the other to him also. But look what how much strength does that take? How much character does that take? How much confidence and boldness does that take? Somebody smacks you on the right cheek. It's like, hey, because I want you to see what Jesus is not saying. That this is what, now, can I do it on my own strength? I do not have the strength but I got to rely on God and his strength. It's not about my power and my ability. If I relied on my ability, I would be nothing. I'd be a crumpled heap of whatever. But Jesus doesn't say fall at their feet like a pile of laundry and beg for mercy. He doesn't say somebody slaps you on the right cheek, you better run home and hide in your closet. He doesn't say that, does he? It takes a lot of strength to not care what people think of, just like the section on prayer. Don't pray in a way that people hear you and go, oh, wow, he can really pray. That's not the right motivation. It takes strength and confidence in who you are in God to pray in your closet in private. It takes strength to stand right there. Because you know what that saying is like, did that make you feel better? Because I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. You can hit me all you want, and I'm not changing who I am or my position, because my position is righteous. This is the whole Sermon on the Mount is this: don't let the optic drive you. Let the optic be an outcome of the fact that God drives you. Does that make sense? So this. Don't say, oh, we better not do this, or this might happen. Never let the fact that somebody else might do the wrong thing keep you from doing the right thing. Does that make sense? Okay, listen. If someone slaps you on your right cheek, turn the other to them. As for the one who wants to sue you and take away your shirt, let him have your coat as well. So in the King James Version, if somebody wants to take your your cape or your cloak, give him your shirt also. It's like, what does it matter? God gave me everything. He can replace anything. It takes strength to understand, to be, how about this? It takes strength to be the stronger person. It takes strength to be the bigger guy. It always takes strength to take the high road, because you have to ascend. And if anyone forces you to go a mile with him, give to the one who asks you, go two. If you're asked or forced to go a mile, go two. Go the extra mile. I've been hitting Gold's Gym and working out and doing the treadmill. I promise you, it takes a lot more strength and energy to go 3 miles on the treadmill than to go 2. It also takes about 18 more minutes. Give to the one who asks you, and don't turn away from the one who wants to borrow from you. I don't know if you've ever been at a gas station and somebody comes up, so they really want money, but they're like, "Oh, sir, do you have any money for gas?" You know what I tell them? Where's your car? That's strength. I'm more than willing to put gas in your car, help you, but I'm not going to give you money and let you be a bum. You need help? Let's help. Let's go. Let's stand strong. Don't give them $1 just so they'll go away. Right? I'll go fill your car with gas, but not giving you money. So conviction, strength, that's what the whole Sermon on the Mount is about. Somebody slaps you on the right cheek, that's a position, that's not a weakness to turn your, go for it. Because I'm not going anywhere. I'm standing firm in his strength. All right. I don't want to go too long, so I love you, and stay strong.